Hello besties, welcome back. So today I attempted to make a hyper-realistic cake of garlic. So stay tuned and let's learn a lot from this. So first of all, I got some garlic and I rubbed all over the body, shortening. You can use shortening, you can use butter. Then cut your wafer paper into the desirable shape or the size of that garlic. So after cutting it, you will now rub in some of your colored water on the wafer paper. Place it on your garlic and begin to rub the rest of the water, the colored water, on your wafer paper. Yes, make sure this enters into every nook and cranny of the garlic because we need the shape of that garlic. Now you might be asking, how did I get this onion color? Like, this color is actually an onion color because some garlic also have onion color and some garlics are pure white. So what I did was that I mixed red, blue and white. Where the white comes in is because I needed a more lighter shade or color of this particular work. Do you understand? So that was what I did at this particular stage. Then don't worry, you will see how I mix the colors when I upload the hyper realistic cake I attempted to make of an onion. I attempted to make a hyper realistic cake of an onion. So when I upload the video, you will see how I actually mixed my color to get this particular color. Yes, so please, if you've not subscribed, subscribe, like, share and also invite your friends for this wonderful experience. Then after some hours, like 3 to 4 hours, my wafer paper on the garlic is dried. Besties, can you see how beautiful this is? So just gently use a sharp object or a very slim object to remove the wafer paper from the body of the garlic. Can you see how smooth it's like coming out? Because I added some shortening on the body of the garlic, so that's very, very important. Can you see how beautiful this is, how classic this is? Now it's time for us to use it. So besties, please like, share, subscribe and also invite your friends to join this wonderful learning family. So first of all, what I'm doing here is that I would love to use my cake pops. I won't be using a whole cake, I'll be using the cake pops. So I got my fondant icing, applied some shortening on the body of the fondant icing and used it to cover these cake pops. Please make sure that the size of your cake is the same size with that of the garlic, so that whenever you're placing your wafer paper on this particular cake, it will size it properly so that you won't struggle with it. That's very, very important. So at this point, I'm trying to trim out all the excesses on this particular cake. Make sure you get the size of the garlic. Then after that, I had to rub in some shortening on the body. And now this is the moment of truth. Why I said it's the moment of truth is that now this is me placing my garlic body. What will I even call this? Like, yes, the wafer paper that has the shape of a garlic. I'm now beginning to place it on my cake. So once you're placing it, just make sure you're very careful so that you don't tamper with the shape of the garlic that is on the wafer paper. Just make sure you apply your shortening on the body of the fondant so that it will stick to the body. So can you see what I'm doing? So let's watch and see what we have. Yes, so that is it. So the next thing is that for me to get those tiny like those strands on the garlic, what I did was I got my strainer and I molded a little bit fondant and pushed it out from my strainer. That was how I got this tiny little dots. If you've been following my videos, you know that this technique actually is not a new technique. And after that, I'm painting it light brown. Yes, it's just kind of light brown. It's not too dark. dark, it's not too light, but just brown. Yes, so if you follow me, you notice that this technique is not actually a new technique. And here you have it, a hyper realistic cake I attempted to make of a garlic. Besties, how do you see this? Isn't this just beautiful? Isn't this just like, as in, like, I was so surprised myself that I actually made this, because it was not really that easy. And next week I'll be uploading, not next week sef, tomorrow or next, I'll be uploading that of a onion that I made. And now it's time for us to cut it. Which of this is cake? Is this a cake? Yes, actually it's a cake. And can you hear that crunchy sound? Let's hear the crunchy sound on the next one. So besties, have you seen it? This is actually how I attempted to make a hyper realistic cake of a garlic. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate. Thanks for your likes, your comments, and everything. I really appreciate. Please do me a favor by liking this video, share it with your friends, and also subscribe to this wonderful family. Thank you, and I love you all. Bye.
Goodbye.